closes the door, and guards the door. So they form a gang of demons in the life of an individual. That explains the reason why you hardly find only one demon in an individual. Hardly. The example I gave in the morning, all right? If you see somebody who is in the bondage of lying, check him very, very well. The elders do say it, and I believe it is true. Over time, he will steal. You get it now? The demon of lying will open the door to the demon of stealing. That is, you see, nobody teaches a child to lie. If you don't deal with that child lying, by the time that child is 5, 6, 7 years of age, he begins to steal. He begins to steal. If you see somebody, okay, who has the spirit of anger in him, watch him very well. Many other spirits will also be in him. They may not be dominant, but they'll be there. The spirit of anger, for example, will make somebody to look at another person who is prospering, and he will be envious. Envy means anger at what somebody else has, which you don't have and may not have. So you are angry. Okay? You are envious. The anger brings envy. Over time, you begin to resent that person. Over time, you begin to hate that person. If care is not taken, murder is on the way. Hardly do you see only one demon in an individual. And that's why Satan will never rush at anybody. He will just give me a space. It's okay. Just a space. That's why the elders, they have a saying, say, Satan says he wants to live with you. You say there is no chance. Say, what of the tip of your nose? Because he knows just a foothold is enough. He will turn it into a stronghold. And that's why any child of God who still has any work of the flesh in his life, if he doesn't take care of it, if he doesn't eliminate it in time, the work of the flesh can become a manifestation of demons. Don't forget. The works of the flesh that the Bible talks about in Galatians chapter 5. Fornication, adultery. Yeah. If the work of the flesh of fornication is not dealt with on time, that person can eventually become a prostitute. You agree with me? Is that not... Now, is prostitution a work of the flesh? That's an evil spirit. Where did it start from? Work of the flesh. That's why a child of God, you don't over-assume about your spirituality. Don't over-assume. That's just my weakness. Over time, it will leave. It will not leave. No problem ever autocorrects. If you don't deal with it, it will deal with you. So usually, when an unclean spirit comes into an individual, what he is looking for is enough space that he can use to invite more demons so they can have fellowship together and form a gang. Life of that person. So I've given you 4 reasons why unclean spirits usually want to inhabit a person. I said number 1 is what? Anywhere outside of the human body, the dry place. Okay? Number 2 is what? Outside the human body, they have no rest. Number 3 is what? They see the human body as their home. And number 4 is what? So that they can have fellowship with one another and form a gang of demons. Right? They have teams. They have gangs. That explains the reason. You know, I was explaining to you sometime, last time about the man of Gadara. Jesus actually was addressing an unclean spirit. Don't forget. That unclean spirit, when he saw Jesus, said, have you come to destroy us before our time? Jesus said, keep quiet. Jesus said, get out of him. And he would not answer. And then Jesus said, okay, what is your name? And he said, my name is Legion, for we are many. In other words, the day I entered into this man, I held the door open for 6,000 more to come in. And then I stood at the door and guarded the door. So once Jesus said, leave him, go, Once he went, others have to follow him because they have no defense anymore. Do you understand this? Am I speaking Bible to you? And that's why you must be very, very careful. What God says, guard your heart with all diligence. Don't sleep, please. Don't allow the devil to have any space in your life. It can be very dangerous. Very dangerous. Demonic oppression now. Oppression. Acts 10:38. Acts 10:38. How God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of the devil, for God was with him. So the reason why Jesus was going about was that he was healing people who were oppressed. He was taking care of the oppression of the devil on the people. Oppression. So we want to look at manifestations of oppression. Manifestation of oppression. It's unfortunate that many people are yet to come to terms with the reality of satanic wickedness that brings oppression. Many people still explain things away. When abnormal things are happening to them, they explain it away, say, it's okay, it will go away. It will go. If you sleep very well and rest very well, it will go. You say if you go for therapy, the issue will go away. Just go and look for a psychiatrist or what do they call it? Psychologist. And it will go. Now, can you see bacteria with your naked eyes? Or does that invalidate the existence of bacteria and viruses? In the same way, nobody can see unclean spirits with the naked eye, but their effects are here with us. Until science and scientists produced the microscope, nobody knew that bacteria are real, that viruses are real. Nobody. But now when you look through the lens of the microscope, you see the thing moving about, saying, wow, really? You remove your eyes from the microscope, everything is blank. See now? If human science can develop a machine that will see what naked eyes cannot see, how much more God opening your eyes to the reality of the existence of unclean spirits? Many things that are happening in our world are the direct result of the activities of unclean spirits. Not all of them, but many of them, which I'm going to be discussing with you very shortly. Number one, oppression of the devil causes epilepsy. Oppression of the devil causes epilepsy. Let's read Mark chapter 9, 17 to 26. Mark chapter 9, 17 to 26. The word of God says there, and one of the multitude answered and said, Master, I have brought unto thee my son, which hath a dumb spirit, and wheresoever he taketh him, he teareth him, and he foameth, and gnasheth his teeth, and pineth away. And I spake to thy disciples that they should cast him out, and they could not. Ye answered him and said, O faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him unto me. And they brought him unto him, and when he saw him, straightway the spirit tear him, and he fell on the ground and wallowed foaming. And he asked his father, How long is it ago since this came unto